Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I have a surprise for you guys. I decided, just randomly, because I got my car fixed, to go somewhere, and, well, I'll let someone else do the introduction.
Hey guys, it's Hannah. You don't know me.
But now you do.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Sarah will list it below.
Yeah, and I decided to go to her house, well, for a multitude of reasons. I haven't seen her in months. It's been a long time coming. I've wanted to go since I got hurt, and I was going into surgery. It's been since my birthday, which is back in July, that I've seen her, and I've just been FaceTiming with her, but I'm so excited to finally be able to get in the car and drive to see her.
That's where we are now.
And
We're
so,
in the car. That's why you can't see us.
Yeah, we
Only
decided
sometimes.
to go for a road trip. Not really a road trip, just like
It's a drive.
It's a drive. It's just to hang out, and it kind of sets the mood for what this video is going to be about, which is scary things. Because, well, what's more scary than driving at night and then seeing random things pop up? And who knows, maybe we'll catch that on video, but if not, then, you know, at least it sets the mood for some scary story time.
So this story starts. You can see the place on my channel that we're going to be talking about in this video, because I've already done a film through, and we're going to go back hopefully on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday, something.
hopefully.
And you'll see it then too. There'll be 3 channels uploading about it. Mine, my fiance's, and Sarah's. But this story starts because last year the movie It came out, and I had already seen it, and I was like, Sarah, we're going to the movies. And I made her go see it. She hated every second.
Yeah, I think I actually blocked it out because I totally forgot that we'd even, but before, you know, because we went somewhere scary afterwards, and it's because of going to the movie that happened, and I think I just totally...
that happened, but we went because I wanted an adventure, because it is a great adventure movie.
Well, yeah,
like
well,
me.
for her. I was like, I watched the original, and then, you know, I wasn't scared of it at first, and then I had a bad experience when I was a kid with a clown following me at this amusement park.
Oh, that's going to be a great story time.
Right? And so it scarred me, and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with clowns anymore. But because of that, she was like, oh, you have to go see it. And so she took me to go see it.
That.
Well,
But
you
I
knew that I
hated
didn't
it.
like clowns.
Yeah.
And that's what it stems from.
I told her I'd buy her a drink first.
Yeah, and so we went and we got some Applebee's drinks, and then we went and we saw this movie, and it inspired her to go on an adventure.
How long it's been since I've been to Applebee's and had a drink?
Right?
So long.
We gotta do that.
That'll be a drink on our drink thing.
Yes.
That's a new thing. We'll discuss it later.
We're gonna do so many YouTube videos together. You're just gonna get lost in
You're
my
gonna get
YouTube
sick of
channel.
us.
It's just, we're gonna like literally end up filming every day we're together. So you're gonna see a ton of
Multiple
her
videos.
and a ton of me, but I promise that it is gonna be fun. We just have so much fun. We go from like doing the most girly things to the most, you know, scary,
disgusting,
dark stuff.
Not disgusting.
Not disgusting, but like dark and like, okay, that's a weird thing type stuff.
Yeah.
We just have fun with it. We do whatever we want.
So since this story starts after we saw it, and like I said, I wanted to go on an adventure. We had one drink. We weren't drinking and driving, by the way.
And the movie theater was right across the street,
Yeah.
so we literally just walked.
Sat and watched a movie for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and then
we
got
went
in the
on
car
adventure.
and went home. And we had literally one drink, and then we got in, ate, and then went to a movie. So we're good.
I was like, let's go to Columbia. And Sarah's like, yeah, I want to take pictures of you. If you didn't know, she's a photographer.
Yeah. It's quite fun doing that. And she's literally like the best model ever. We do everything from like cute photo shoots to gory, bloody photo shoots with corn syrup and food coloring.
That gives me an idea. We should do a behind the scenes photo shoot.
Oh my gosh, yes. That would be so awesome. You're gonna see practically every kind of video on our YouTube channels. It is what it is.
I want to turn around.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go this way.
Yeah. But that's how it kind of all started, was it. And so we went to Columbia and we got out and I was taking pictures. I had a project for my photo class, one of my photo classes, because I was taking several at the time at the school that I went to, and I was like, okay, I need some scary stuff because that's what my project focus was for this particular time. It was around Halloween, a little bit past Halloween, I think, and it was just like the end of semester final project. And so I was like, okay, well, the filming part, the taking pictures part, is gonna be around, you know, Halloween time, so it's perfect. That's when everybody's gonna be doing Halloween decorations. I'm gonna be able to get tons of pictures of that. And so when we went to Columbia, we got out the car and it was normal for a little while, I would say. You know, we were just walking around. I was taking pictures. She had a bad feeling, but she didn't tell me, so I didn't know. You know, I always think there's a possibility of scary things, but I don't really feel them until they're happening. She has like the intuition base on it, I would say. She knows when it's coming, and I know when it's happening. I don't get the intuition part, but once it's happening, I'm like, what's going on? And so she's like having this feeling, and I'm just sitting there taking pictures just for the heck of it and seeing what I can get. It's dark outside, so my camera's not really focusing, and so it was really hard to get the clicker to actually, the shutter to actually go off. And I was taking a few pictures of this. It was like, I want to say it was this railing, but it went to the underground, and there was stairs, and I was taking a picture of it, and my camera just decided to stop working, I guess. Well, it took the picture. I saw it click and I saw the picture afterwards. And then after that, like, the clicker was like frozen. It wouldn't let me click it again. And I thought it was just, you know, at first I thought it was just because it was too dark for it to take another picture. But then it like shut off. The camera shut off altogether. And it wouldn't turn back on.
Just before this, I had told her, hey, I want to leave. And she's like, no, let me get a couple more pictures. And I was like, okay, fine. But then we gotta go.
And so that happened. And I was like, oh, okay, I can see what you mean now. Let's go. And so we're starting to walk, but I'm still like trying to get my camera to work because, you know, it's the school's camera. It's not my camera. And I would have to pay over like $1,500 to replace it. And I don't have that kind of money yet. That's not my life yet. And so I was fiddling with it, not walking as fast as I probably should have been.
Way ahead because just before her camera stopped working, I saw a man in the tree.
Oh, I remember you telling me that, and I was just,
he wasn't
chills.
A regular man. Like, they all look the same, like you and me together. Like,
yeah,
they look human.
Yeah.
But there's always something off about the way they're looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so scary some of the time. Like, sometimes you're like, oh, okay, this is fine. But sometimes, if they're evil, you can tell. I'm, like, crying because I'm scared.
Yeah, oh my gosh. It was just, like, recalling some of these experiences is just, like, almost traumatic. It's like, it's just, like, hard to, like, relive it because some of these things were, like, really scary. And it's like, you can say what you want about it, but it's like,
we lived through it.
Exactly. And it's not just one person seeing it, it's more than one person seeing these things and feeling these things. And it's like, if one person sees it, it's like, oh, it could just be your mind playing tricks on you. But if two people see it, or even more, which is why it's always fun to go in groups and stuff, then it's just like, oh my God.
But while she was fiddling with her camera, I was ahead of her, and I felt like something was behind me. Like, almost touching me.
Yeah.
And in the windows, I could see a flash of something black.
Ooh, you didn't tell me that. I don't think you told me that. I knew you said something. I knew you said something about somebody, like, feeling like somebody was kind of like hanging over your shoulder a little bit. But I don't think you said the mirror thing. It's just, to look back on it, it gives me literal goosebumps and chills, and I'm just like,
and then we got to my car, and I saw the man standing above the tree. My car was under.
Yeah.
And he was leaning out, like, I can't show you right now because it's pitch black, but he was like leaning out to where he would have fallen.
Oh gosh.
But he was holding on to like a branch, and I don't know if I remember his face smiling or if he didn't have a face.
Oh, that either way would be pretty damn
I
creepy.
think he didn't have a face, and the only reason I'm remembering a face is because when I wasn't sleeping at my house, that's what I pictured the ghost looking.
Yeah, it could be like more than one thing kind of blurring together.
That's what it is.
But even still, that's still really scary. Face or no face, you know.
I think his hat was blocking his face.
Yeah, that happens a lot too.
There is a hat man who has followed me around for a few, 7 years.
Do you think it could be the same person?
It's not the same person because the other one is nice. He protects me.
Yeah, I like. That's the thing is I've felt that too. Like when you can tell between they're nice and they're not nice, and I don't know why.
How do I turn these on?
The AC.
The heat.
Oh, okay. Well, it's on AC. That's definitely not what we want.
Today.
Oh, I know. I feel it. I'm getting chills too.
I feel like something's looking at me. That's just because I'm talking about it.
True. And it's just like when you think about these stories, you're like, oh my gosh, because you're thinking about what happens, and then you kind of see what happens again, and you kind of wonder if your mind's playing tricks on you
all over
again. It's like, is it really happening again, or am I just thinking it's happening again? I'm gonna turn it down just a little, just because
it smells funny.
It's the first time I've had my heater on in
I'm gonna crack the window.
8 months.
Wrong window.
And so
Can we turn it off? It's bothering me. I think there's something
wrong with it.
No, not wrong with it, but it was sitting so long. I think the pollen for where you live.
Oh, true.
And it's starting to get to my nose.
Okay. Well, so we get in the car. I'm still fiddling with my camera because that's my main concern. That thing costs more than my life is worth.
And you could tell I was scared because I was silent.
Yeah, and she usually talks about her experiences right after they happened. And so it's
strange.
Yeah, it's strange when she doesn't talk right away, or
it's either I'm mad,
right,
or something's
wrong, in a scary sense, or something's really wrong emotionally wise, and that doesn't happen very often with Hannah. And so it's once I got past the fiddling with my camera, worrying about that, I'm just I'm gonna shut it off, I'm gonna take out the battery, that's gonna fix it, I'm gonna leave it alone for a little while. And then I was talking to her about what happened on the drive home, and we're both freaking out now at this point because I didn't know what was going on with her. I just knew what happened to me, and so we were both freaking out because we wanted to see if I had caught it on camera. And then we got back to the dorm,
which I was living with those horrible people at the time.
Right. And so, we already couldn't really talk much about it because it's there were people there, and they were all really, they were all
they were high.
Well, they were high, and they were trying to make sushi that they couldn't make, and they weren't they didn't know anything. And they we tried to tell them what happened, and they didn't
shrugged it off.
They shrugged it off. They didn't care.
Which is weird because there was a ghost in that dorm room.
Right, and you would think that they care about it.
But they didn't care about me.
Well, they wanted to go on a ghost hunting adventure, but it was they didn't want to go with us.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. Anyways, so we were just talking amongst ourselves, and I don't know if it happened
It turned on about a half hour after we got back.
Right, didn't it just turn on itself?
Yeah.
And was the battery in? The battery was in.
Yeah.
Okay, because that would have been even weirder if the battery wasn't in as well. But no, I put the battery back in, and it powered back on.
She had done this many times.
Yeah, I had tried, taking out the battery, putting it back in. Nothing happened. I was great. Either the battery's broken and I'm going to have to pay $50 for that, or the whole camera's just broken and I'm going to have to pay a lot of money, and I'm never going to see the light of day ever again, and my mom's going to shoot me in the head. And not to mention, I was did this really happen the second after I caught something bad on film? Am I going to be able to recover the pictures?
I've found out lately that evil things don't like to be captured on film.
Oh, totally. That's why they appear. You've seen and I know the paranormal activities aren't really to be thought about as real. They're all faked and stuff.
But every time you start filming, something bad happens.
Right. It's just kind of
that 100%.
Well, yeah, because if you're filming, they like to pop out and play. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's playful, but sometimes it's because they know what you're doing and they hate it.
My video the other day.
Yeah, she was.
I don't normally film in my house,
but she
Dakota
filmed a
does
video
because he plays on the TV.
Right, but she filmed a video in the house, and then right at the end, as she was like getting ready to turn off her camera, it decided.
The handle in my kitchen jiggled.
And it was like all the way across the room.
And it was
like not
locked,
room, like the house, the entire
it was
house.
Locked. The neighbors weren't home. My landlord hadn't messaged me she was coming, and Dakota wasn't home.
So nobody was home besides her, and her handles just jiggled.
But that's just a show you about cameras.
Right.
This is off. That was a little bit off topic, but not really.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like the scary things happen, and it's just like, wait, what? Why on camera? You know, it's really hard to capture things on camera, I think, sometimes, like just regular camera.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do,
it's so scary.
It's so scary because it's like, oh, okay, maybe I should stop filming now. But so finally it started to work again. The battery went in, and I was like, you know, there was that flash of instant relief because I didn't have to pay for a $1,500 camera again. But then I went into the pictures to look, and there were still pictures, don't get me wrong. There was a picture
right before she took the one before that.
Right. It didn't take everything off, but the picture that I had taken just as I had seen the person.
Yeah, and you forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I didn't even mention that part. I'm sorry. You guys are like, wait, what's even happening?
We thought about it at the same time.
Exactly. There was a person. So that picture that I took right before the camera shut down was there was these stairs leading down, but there was some kind of it wasn't
humanoid shape.
It wasn't like a fence, but
it was
some kind of blockade in between these stairs and the walkway, and so you couldn't get down there. But I took a picture of that because, you know, empty, scary, dark hallway screams scary stuff for perfect pictures. But there I saw a dark figure of a human type shape in the flash of the camera, because, you know, when it's dark, the flash automatically goes off to try to illuminate what's around you, and that's when the camera shut off. It's right after it took it, and I saw the flashback of the picture. I saw it for a split second, and it went bye-bye. It was gone, and I couldn't do it anymore. And so yeah, that was the picture, and it was just suddenly gone afterwards. I couldn't find it ever again. I've looked in my photos a bunch of times since. Actually, I think I lost every single photo from that experience on my computer. I think they're all gone now. All of them. Every single one of them.
It.
No, I didn't. I know I didn't, because they were some of the pictures I used for my project. So I don't know. They might just be on my old computer that I can't really access because I don't have the charger. But if not, then they just completely disappeared, because I've never deleted them, because I knew I needed them as proof that I completed the project, and so I never delete pictures that I use for projects just in case. But yeah, that picture itself wasn't there, and I could never find it. But there was one from
oh, my eyes.
Yeah, I know, that's seriously bright. There was one from right before I went up to that staircase. I think there was one of the staircase, but not the down into it. You could see the rails to go down to it, but you couldn't see the actual in it. And I guess that's probably just because whatever was in it, whatever I captured, didn't want to be captured, so it deleted itself, and it took until we got home for the presence to have escaped my camera and actually wanted it to work again.
Yeah.
It was doing some kind of witchy woo on it. But yeah, that was our scary experience from Columbia, and we've been there before, daytime, nighttime even, and we felt, little things and here and there, but never as bad as that one.
Yeah, and I went back the other night, and it was really, it was creepy.
But it wasn't like that.
But it wasn't as bad.
Right.
But that was also last month, and October is the thinnest
True.
month between everything.
And that is when we went. We went in October because that was when I was doing my project.
End of October.
That was when I was doing my project. So, yeah, that was our scary story. I hope you guys liked it, even with the kind of splits in between of us talking about a little bit of different stuff. That's kind of just how we roll, you know. We go off of what we are talking about, and we kind of just, whatever pops up. And, you know, a lot of the times it'll go kind of with the story. It'll give some kind of background, and sometimes it'll just be us going off topic and then realizing we went off topic. But that's kind of just us and how we roll. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will link Hannah's YouTube down below, so that way you can go subscribe to her channel, and you will also see another card time story time on her channel as well, and plenty of other videos to come. Have a good night, day, whenever you're awake watching this, and enjoy your